Hey everybody, welcome back to week 2 of my bridal series. I am super excited, as I said last week, to be sharing this bridal series with you because it is something that I love and am passionate about. So let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be talking all about bridal hair. First tip I have for you is get yourself a stylist. Now, I know that it might be tempting to just do your own hair on your wedding day, but girlfriend, it's your wedding day. Get pampered. Let somebody else take care of you and just enjoy it. Let somebody who knows what's gonna look good on you and that's gonna last and be beautiful, just take care of everything, and you just get to sit back and enjoy the ride. Tip number 2 is whether you're doing your hair yourself or you're having a stylist do it, make sure that you do a practice run. I highly suggest doing a practice run regardless of who's doing your hair. Whether you're doing your practice run when you get your bridals done or your first look or whatever it may be, make sure you are doing a practice run. This way you and your stylist can work through if anything's not working or if it's not holding right like it needs to, or maybe you get it all done and you decide that you don't like it. I always recommend doing a practice run so that you can make sure that you're 100% sure that you love your hair for your wedding day. That way, when you look back on all those pictures, it's just going to be beautiful and you will have no regrets. Tip number 3 is pick a style that is going to complement you, your features, and your wedding dress. Now, I hope this is something that you think of. I think most brides do think of complementing their wedding dress. If you have something that's very beautiful and open in the back, you might want to wear your hair up, or maybe you have a lot of like lacing and beading and you want to wear your hair half up, half down. You got to work with everything so that you can show off all the different features. Your hair is part of your dress, in my opinion. They need to complement each other. They need to accent each other in a perfect way so that you're showing off your hair and your dress equally and that they can be beautiful and complementing together. Also, you need to think about what is going to look good with your face and your features as well. I've had some women in the past that are really excited to do something, pulled back, and they're really excited to have it updo. But then when it comes down to it, they don't like how their hair looks when it's totally pulled back and they've got their makeup done and everything. Make sure you are talking with your stylist or doing your research to make sure you know what's best for you and your facial features, as well as what's going to complement your dress. Tip number 4 is get your hair pieces or veil ahead of time. You need to have those when you're doing your practice run at least. I suggest getting them far in advance so that you can make sure that you love them before you're putting them in your hair. Like I said, your hair should be complementing to your dress. So get your hair pieces in your veil ahead of time so that you have time to use them in your practice run and to also make sure that they're comfortable, that they're not too heavy, that you're not gonna regret your purchase later on, because those things do cost a lot of money sometimes. And once you wear them, you might not be able to take them back. So make sure that you're planning ahead for those. And also it gives your stylist an opportunity to work with them. I know way too many girls that are like, oh, sorry, I don't have my hairpiece yet, but I'll have it for the wedding. A lot of things change between your practice run and your wedding, and you need to make sure that everything is smoothed out and ironed out beforehand, so it's one less thing you're worrying about on your wedding day. Tip number 5, my last tip for you, is plan ahead. Plan ahead when you're doing your practice run, and plan ahead for when you're scheduling, the time to get your hair done on your actual day. But you also need to be planning ahead on what you want your hair color and the length of your hair to be like for your wedding day. I have to have this conversation with almost every single one of my clients that is remotely thinking about getting married. I have to ask them, what do you want your hair to look like at your dream wedding? And most of them say, oh, I want it really long so that I have more options. And I have to be the bad guy that says, okay, well then let's not cut your hair for a while. Let's keep your color consistent so that you're happy with where your hair is at lengthwise and color-wise when it's your wedding day. I suggest planning that out as far out as you possibly can. The second you get engaged, you need to make sure that you're maintaining your regular hair appointments so that your hair is healthy and the length you're wanting and the color you're wanting long before your wedding day, because it's a lot easier to maintain your color and keep it regular than to color it a week before your wedding and hope that it turns out. So talk with your stylist, plan ahead for your color and your length and the health of your hair long before your wedding day. I promise, give yourself at least a year and you will be happy with it. I promise, I promise, I promise. That is like the biggest thing I can recommend to you. All right, so there you have it. There are 5 tips all about wedding hair. I hope you enjoyed. If you know somebody that is a bride or a bridesmaid or a mother of the bride or somebody that just might really like this video and wants to learn something new, make sure you go ahead and share it, and also subscribe to my emails. The link is below if you haven't already. I send out weekly emails with lots of fun topics, not just videos, so I don't want you to miss out if you're subscribed to my YouTube and not to my email. So make sure you are subscribed to both so that you can make sure you're getting all the fun. I will be back next week with another video all about weddings, but until next time.